we're preparing everybody to go to prison through the schools.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, the people that are not doing good in the grades, oh, you're doing like this, oh, you went to the detention, da-da-da-da. There's too many correlations between public schools and prisons. The fact that you have the long hallways, the fact that you have a fixed response to authority, the fact that, oh, there's a specific time when you can go outside and play, and then there's a specific time that you can come back in. And the way that you're notified with that happening is through the bells. They're subconsciously getting you to have a fixed response to authority and understanding what it's going to be like when you are in prison. It's like, no, when you're here, you have to listen to me. I'm in charge. Now I'm going to pass you off to this next person is in charge when you're doing this. And it's like you have these fixed response to authorities, and then you know how to and it's just like, oh, okay, you went to school. All right, you already know how it's going to go in prison. You got the bells. You got the times where you can go out when you have to come back in, and then you have your authority figures that you have to respond to. You've already been trained for this. For your whole life, you've been bred for this.
Yeah.
The same way that they're breeding, the same way that they're breeding animals and slaughtering them and then feeding it to all of us is the same way. That's what they're breeding us to go into prison. They're breeding us, or they're breeding us to go to school and learn how to work a 9-to-5 and work to a factory. Like, school was invented for the Industrial Revolution because people were cutting their fingers off in the factories because they couldn't read the instructions. So they were like, oh, people are literally killing themselves in these new factories because we just discovered how to do all of this stuff. So put them in school 9 to 5 so they get used to waking up 9 a.m. and then finishing at 5 p.m. They get used to the bells. They have the bells in the factories too. They have the times where you go outside in the factories as well. It's like fixed responses to authority and then fixed scheduling so that you are stuck in this literal system so that you're not a free thinker to where you can be like, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do this. No, you work for this specific corporation who's been breeding you since you were born. Now I'm done with my rant.